I think that's maybe where antifreeze leak is coming from. Looks like it. Smells like it. You can see the overflow. I checked the radiator cap the other night. I've had this unit in here before. It's a 485. But what I did notice was that it had a pretty decent smell of antifreeze on it when I was picking it up. I'm gonna be honest, I don't trust these Kawasaki's. After a certain year, it seems like they're a little less reliable than they used to be. But we did replace the air filter on this already, but the old one wasn't terrible. But it's been a little while since. So we put a new air filter in there. Put a date on it. I know you probably can't see it, but it's written in silver. We got a new oil filter for this. We got a new fuel filter for it. We do the fuel filter every year. You can buy these from Napa. You don't have to buy them from John Deere. I got new spark plugs for this too. We just changed the hydro fluid in the hydro fluid filter at 606.5 hours on it, and so we're at 642.1, and we were a little bit off path with regards to the hours and what you're supposed to do here. But it's like every 100 hours, you know, you should be. The gentleman's put in about 30, 40 miles, or 30 or 40 hours on this unit each year. So I just wanted to warm it up and get that oil loose before I get ready to drain it here. And as I was doing that, like I said, I noticed the hoses here are a little wet. So hopefully I can just readjust that snap ring. But you know, sometimes it's not just that easy. You can kind of see some of the bleeding down through here in these hoses. So they could be getting ready to kind of give up the ghost too, but it's really the low, I think that's a low oil pressure switch there probably, or maybe it's could be for the cooling system as well. I'd have to look in the parts manual and see what's actually going on there. I never noticed that before, but we'll drain the oil, pull the oil filter, change the spark plugs. I got new spark plugs, and I bought the. Again, like I said, you can buy all this individually and maybe save a couple bucks, but it's just easier sometimes to go to the old John Deere's dealership, and I don't get any kickbacks from John Deere. They had a upgraded fuel filter kit with this, and they give you some tips about the retainer clips. That's about the extent of it, really. Give you, this was the old air filter, and like I said, if I hold this up to the light without dropping it, I mean, you can still, I got the pre-screen on it, but you can still see light through the whole thing, and you have your spark plugs in here, your retainer clips for your fuel filter, losing a couple, an extra push pin for fuel filter as well. 2 quarts of wonderful turf guard from your lovely John Deere dealership, and I'm sure, like I said, you get away. I like using like unit C's. I use like Valvoline or Pennzoil, full synthetic type of oil, but I think the last time, even like up in here, like I still have some the cool guard from John Deere left over, because you know, nobody will give up the real secret sauce of what they got inside their units or inside their fluids and stuff. And you know, some of them have zinc and other things like that to, I guess, prevent corrosion. And yeah, I just want to be careful, especially with units like these. I didn't even look at the oil dipstick yet. I mean, you know, it still looks pretty clear, honestly. So, when I first met this gentleman with this unit, these 485s, man, the hoods have gotten so crappy over the years. It's like on like garage door rollers, or you know, something kind of ridiculous. I'm gonna let it slide. I guess it'll snap in place. But to remove these, you know, you gotta pull this thing here. And when I went to put it back in, because the battery's, you know, in the front here, right behind there, because it's a smart place to put it at. Convenient for space saving in this particular unit. This corner chipped out because it got hung on that stupid little belt that they have in there too. There was like an acorn in there, or I don't know, something got hung up, and I ended up snapping that out. That little plastic part cost $50, but yep, enough of me rambling here. Have a happy Saturday evening. Hope everyone is doing well.